Chiefs Kingdom, hold on to your red helmets. Because if you thought that 1-2 skid was testing our dynasty dreams, buckle up. Patrick Mahomes just dropped a 37-20 bombshell on the Ravens, his 108th career win and 250 TD pass etching history in Arrowhead's thunderous roar. It's September 29, 2025, and this week 4 masterpiece isn't just a W. It's a wildfire of resurgence. Xavier Worthy's electric return torching Baltimore's D, and Lamar Jackson limping off under unprecedented Chiefs pressure that screams, "We're back, baby." Welcome to Kansas City Official News, your unfiltered pulse on all things red and gold. I'm your name, and after weeks of nail-biting uncertainty, injuries piling up, rivals circling like vultures, this dominant dismantling flips the script from doubt to dynasty reloaded. Mahomes? Unstoppable wizardry. Reed? Masterclass scheming. The Kingdom? Electric with pride. If this doesn't have you hyped for a three-peat chase, nothing will. Smash that like button if you're riding this momentum wave. Let's dive into the glory. Alright, let's unpack this seismic Sunday shift that's got NFL Twitter ablaze and Arrowhead after parties raging till dawn. Because Kansas City Official News doesn't sleep on the details that make Chiefs history. Top of the hour. The Chiefs steamroll the Ravens 37-20 at home, evening up at 2-2 after a gritty Week 1 Brazil thriller. But back-to-back LS to the Lions and Colts that had us sweating. Mahomes? A record-smashing maestro, tossing his 250th career TD. A laser to Hollywood Brown, while notching win 108, passing legends like Aaron Rodgers in the process. Post-game, Patty Ice himself admitted the O-line's protection was night and day from the early woes, crediting their bounce back in a presser that had reporters nodding in awe. Yahoo Sports caught every word. Mahomes called it a team effort, but we know, when he drops 300-plus yards and 3 scores with 0 picks, it's GOAT mode engaged. But the real spark? Rookie speed demon Xavier Worthy, back from that nagging shoulder tweak, igniting the offense like jet fuel on a bonfire. His first TD since Week 1 flipped momentum midway through the second quarter, and NFL.com is calling it scary for defenses, as he torched Baltimore for 85 yards and a score on just 5 touches. Pair that with Kareem Hunt's vintage flashback 112 rush yards, his best since the Super Bowl run. And suddenly our ground game's purring at 140 yards, not gasping at 108. Defensively? Steve Spagnuolo's crew was a nightmare for Lamar, sacking him 4 times pre-injury, forcing 2 picks, and holding Baltimore to sub-200 pass yards in a clinic that Yahoo dubbed unprecedented pressure. Jackson's ankle tweak adds to the Ravens' injury apocalypse, per Baltimore's own beat. Ryan Mink and Garrett Downing broke down the lopsided loss and why KC's front four owned the line. Heart-tugger alert. Chris Jones, fresh off attending a family funeral, channeled raw emotion into 2 QB hits and a morale-boosting speech that had the locker room fired up. A to Z Sports quoted him, "Football is my escape," turning personal pain into purple and gold pain for the enemy. And KC TV5 nailed the vibe. Mahomes shining, Jackson sidelined, Chiefs rolling in a victory that feels like vintage dominance. From Chiefs.com to Bolovip, the consensus? This route's a major admission from Mahomes himself. We're clicking, and the skid's in the rear view. Sources locked and loaded. If you're not subscribed to Kansas City Official News for these breakdowns, what are you waiting for? More bombshells incoming. Hugh, glory dump delivered. Now let's crank the microscope on why this 37-20 thunderclap isn't just a feel-good W, but a franchise fulcrum that could catapult the Chiefs from 2-2 fragility to AFC apex predators. Pre-game, we were teetering. Injuries to Worthy and Rice's lingering suspension shadow had our passing attack sputtering at 6 TDs through 3 weeks, rivals like the Bills and Eagles licking chops for a dynasty dent. But zoom in. This route shreds the narrative. Mahomes' record night 250 TDs at age 30 underscores his ageless arm. But it's the O-line's redemption arc that screams sustainability. Their 0 sacks allowed yesterday echoes Nagy's pregame tweaks, per his Yahoo glow-up. Implications? Defenses scheming Mahomes' neutralizers now face a diversified attack. Worthy's 4.3 speed stretching seams that 45-yard bomb? Chef's kiss, Hunt/Kels owning the short to mid. And even Hollywood Brown's OT dagger proving depth's no dream. The athletics spot on. This offense hummed like 2023's Super Bowl buzzer, gashing for 28 points by halftime. Flip to the dark side turned daylight. Spags D, maligned early for secondary soft spots, morphed into a Lamar kryptonite factory, 4 sacks, 2 picks before his exit, holding the run to 65 yards. Jones' emotional edge? That's the X factor. His escape quote humanizes the beast mode, rallying a unit that's top 10 in points allowed post W4. Rivals beware. Baltimore's injury-riddled collapse, Jackson out, plus their long list per Mink/Downing, mirrors what happens when KC clicks. Hypothetical heat. Week 5 at the Saints Dome. If Worthy stays scorching, we drop 30+. But a secondary hiccup against Carr's quick game could cap us at 24-17 grind. My prediction? Reed harnesses this high 11-6 floor AFC West lock by Thanksgiving, with Mahomes eyeing MVP number 3. Why? Kelsey's grit, that 10-catch, 120-yard masterclass, and Reed's steady hand turn morale tsunamis into TD tides. NYT's Hunt flashback nails it. When the vets vibe, rookies thrive. This feels different, a resurgence, not a fluke. Fun poll teaser. Does Worthy's return make us unbeatable? Or is the run game's revival the real game changer? Bold call. We banner 4 by February. The kingdom's roaring back. Chiefs faithful, you fueled this fire through the lean weeks, now only Inferno. That Arrowhead earthquake during Worthy's TD? That's your energy echoing. So, hit the comments hard. After this Ravens reckoning, do you see the Chiefs cruising to 12-5 and a bye, or will the injury bug bite back to cap us at 10-7 wild card? Type Dynasty Reloaded. Or cautious climb below and drop one reason. Mahomes records? Spags sacks? Or Jones's heart? I'm combing every take tonight for tomorrow's fan spotlight reel on Kansas City official news. Bonus Blaze. Who's your Week 5 MVP pick against the Saints? Worthy with the burners or Hunt pounding the rock? Last poll, 89% screamed Mahomes MVP, host Brazil. And look, he delivered. New to the channel? Welcome to the Kingdom's HQ. Sub up, tag your squad, and let's turn these comments into a Red Sea rally. Your voice? It's the heartbeat of this comeback story. There you have it, Kingdom. Your Kansas City official news deep dive into the 37-20 Ravens rout that's reignited the red-hot resurgence. Mahomes' milestone mastery, Worthy's wizardly return, Spags' savage pressure, and a locker room lifted by Jones' unbreakable spirit. From 1 to 2 shadows to 2-2 spotlight, this bombshell's the beacon proving why we bleed red. Resilience roars louder than records. Catch our next drop. Week 5 Saints SmackDown preview. Dome takeover loading. Till then, do the Kingdom proud. Subscribe to Kansas City official news for non-stop Chiefs intel. We're chasing 50K subs by playoffs. Your click's the catalyst. Like if this lit your fire, bell for breaking alerts, and share with every tailgater you know. Spread the thunder. Thanks for tuning in. Chiefs forever. Triumph unbound. Red Monday's here.